everybody, welcome back. This is Super Dave back on Beat the ARK Ascended, and I will be mentioning in the Yudi taming video that I am actually doing this a little bit in between that video. We found a 145 Giga over here in the snow, but I need to head back to base and get things situated. I need to build some metal gates for the trap and all that. Also need to make sure I have enough narcotics. I should have plenty. As far as I know, I have a ton of it. But yeah, we're going to need a lot of it because we found the 145 Giga. Of course, this was in the middle of the Yudi taming video. I've yet to have any luck fighting any Yudis. I don't know if I happen to run into any on the way back to base, but yeah, so I'm kind of doing this in between that video. I already got half of that recorded. I do not have yet to find a Yudi, so I haven't done this before, but usually I'll do a video and then, you know, but this is sort of in between, so I figure try to get it because, well, like I was saying, there is a Giga. I know it's in this area. We're pretty close to where it is. So, I'll see a yellow drop coming down over there. Might check that out too. If I happen to see a Yudi in this one, I'll remember it for the other video. So, but yeah, I hadn't had any luck fighting any Tyrannuses, and I figure, you know what, there's 145 Giga, even though it's kind of pointless to tame one for PvE, at least for most of the maps. It's still pretty cool to tame one, especially if you find a high level one. So it can help me, you know, take out alphas and stuff. So that's always a good use. And I can also eventually take it over to extinction with me. I know when it comes to this series, I don't plan on taking a lot of dinosaurs to each map, but I definitely will bring a Giga to extinction with me. So, like, I haven't really, you know, said I won't do it, but I don't plan on doing it that much. So, unless I have like a really good dino, you know, like if I find any like good Thylas and Scorched Earth or whatever, I might bring them along. I think of most of the dinos, I don't really plan on taking over to the other maps as much. But Giga will definitely be one, so. But we will find a use for Gigas one way or another. Waiting on this yellow drop. I hear raptors. A lot of raptors. Well, 3, but... one to 140 as well, so... well, we got it's like back to the saddle. Interesting. All right. Okay, I'm going to continue back to base. I'll bring you back when I get to base. I knew there was a Tapajara around. Base is just right up here. So, all right, guys, I think I have everything I need. I should have, well, a ton of narcotics. I also brought my other, what am I doing? Also got extra weapons, hopefully plenty of ammunition. I think I got like over 200 darts and probably around almost 300 trank arrows. So hopefully we can get this guy. It'll be my first time trapping and taming a Giga on ASA altogether. I did tame one on my personal playthrough, but it was kind of trapped on the wall in the volcano away from the lava, so I was able to just knock them out there. But this will be my first time attempting this, so a little nervous, but it should be all right. I mean, Gigas are Gigas, so. And I can't say no to a high-level Giga, so. We'll definitely be heading this way towards the... And it's basically at the base of the mountain, so should be all right. And I was also thinking, well, probably another reason why I'm doing the Giga video before the UD video is I'm probably going to have to do a dino wipe, and I don't want to dino wipe this Giga. So, and there's actually 2 Gigas on this mountain over here, but the other one's at level 95, so I'm not really all too worried about that. So I just want to get this 145 tamed up. I do have, yeah, I got bear traps. I knew I had them, I just wasn't sure if they're on me or the bird. Okay, well, I am hearing that it. I think that might be it. Yep. There is a lot of bad stuff around here. Can I... Yeah, that's all I can ask for. Because this right here is actually... Yeah, you can hear it. Pretty flat spot here, I think. This Megatherium will probably end up dying, but... Alright, Megatheriums. Yeah, I hear this big guy stomping around. Kind of afraid to get down, but... Oh, there's a lot of other stuff for it to munch on, so... Okay, I see it. I'm hoping this will work. Right over there. You can debuff that Giga all you want, it's not going to really help you. Over there. Hmm. No, place 2, be safe. Alright, well, before I... Alright, I know where you are. Alright guys, I'm back. A lot of bad stuff happened. We lost Aqua in that little exchange. I do got the Giga trapped, so that's a plus. So I'm going to go ahead and get him started knocking out. At least I believe it's trapped. It doesn't look like it's trapped, but it has not moved. I've actually stayed here a few minutes just to wait. I wish I got it on thing, but OBS didn't want to start recording for me, so yeah, we're going to try to get this guy knocked out. It's probably going to be a bit because these guys have a ton of torpor and they do drain fast, so you got to keep pelting them. Excuse me. Come over here, please. Let me get this stupid Argent killed. Looks like it's a high level too, so. And I need to also probably recover Aqua's stuff. Alright. Or I was rudely interrupted. The problem is I probably lost a lot of torpor just in that little... Now I'm hoping nothing else will interrupt me for the time being. Yeah, right now I'm... What are you doing? Oy. Oy, that's scary. If you're wondering what happened with Aqua, this guy got, or she got stuck under this guy. And of course, with the Giga's AoE, they bite and they inflict the bleed. I was finally able to break free, got a good distance away, but she died from the bleed, so. And it sucks, a lot of this didn't get recorded. I'm a little upset about that. But at least I got the part that I got, you know, in the process of knocking it out. And then it's going to take a lot of arrows and darts, so. I will probably bring you guys back when it gets closer to being knocked out, so. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't know how close I am. I have fired at least well over half of my trank arrows into him. And probably an additional 50 or so trank darts. I've kind of just been cycling back and forth a bit. Mostly with the trank arrows, but and of course this Megatherium keeps getting in my way. And I don't have my magnifying glass, which is unfortunate. I'm getting close, but I know Giga is enough to know it ain't not even close. So. Every once in a while it'll turn back around and face me, but it'll do this, and then it'll pivot around and face me. But it really hasn't chomped at all. I don't know if maybe how I have it is kind of bugged from chomping on stuff, but I don't know. But I really... Ah, there we go. Finally. I don't know exactly how many he's going to need, but I want to put 10 in there. Put all that in there. All right, well, I am going to go over to, it's really not too far, it's just over here where she died thereabout. Hopefully the cache didn't disappear. I think that's it right there. I remember she hurt. Yep. Just going to dump all this stuff in there. I didn't really want to lose all that stuff. All right. It sucks losing Aqua, so. And look at that, just coming over here. But I really did luck out on this thing not killing me, so. Alright, well, I got to... I'm going to probably wait. At least for its bill to go down. I'm going to wait for its torpor to at least go halfway down, and then I'm going to just pump up much of the narcotics as I can. We are kibble taming, so it shouldn't take too long. I may not need to pump as much as one normally would have to, so. But their torpor goes down just so fast. Yeah, look at that. It's already at about half. We're going to probably pump at least 300 here. Maybe we'll go with 200. And probably just partial one too. And honestly, it should be good. We still have 300 more in there, and I have some more on me and the birds, so. Still hasn't gotten a first bite or anything, so. And I really don't need these up now, so. If something's going to get it, it's not going to get it, and it's not going to get it because it's a Giga, so. And it's still considered wild, so not very much stuff is actually going to attack it. At least not naturally. And it did get a bite. Okay. Oh, shoot. Probably only going to take 2 more. I'll just take one of those stacks off. I'm going to go right over here. I'm going to keep an eye on its torpor, but like I said, nothing should bother it, so. I'll just kind of keep an eye on it on the tracker here. And its torpor should still be going back up, so. Yeah. But yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it. Shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, it really sucked losing Aqua, but it is what it is. I'll kind of keep an eye on around the area for any possible Uterannuses, but I don't know if we're going to see any. So I'll just bring you guys back when he gets tamed up. So see you in a bit. This guy should probably wake up any second now. It's on his last feed, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready. I did look at its pre-tame stats on its melee. It's got look like it might have potentially high melee and, funny enough, high stamina. So. It probably won't get a lot because, you know, Gigas don't get a lot with health and stamina. The only thing that's worth taming on these guys is their melee. That's it. Alright, you should be eating real soon. There we go. I'm gonna name him Renegade. Alright. Let's take a look at your stats. Yeah, it got really high stamina. Melee's not too bad, so. Gigas usually do hit pretty hard anyways, no matter what, so. So, getting this guy will help me out a bit, at least in the long run. Won't help me out right away. I could probably take him to Carno Island and take out some of the alphas over there, but... yeah, I'm going to head over this way back to base. I'm probably going to go ahead and do a dino wipe as well. Pains me to do it, but I got to. I have yet to see any... UDs or anything, so So I'm going to make my way back to base. We'll maybe try to put a saddle on this guy, check him out for a bit, and probably before I do that, or before I get back on, I'll probably do a dino wipe. So that way I could go back to looking for Tyrannuses and then for the other videos. So, but yeah, if you happen to wonder why you see this Giga untamed in the next video, it's because, well, I did a lot of that recording before I decided to do this video. So if you happen to get on there and see, oh, there's another 145, no, it's this one. So might also check out this purple drop too. I really do need to empty my inventory pretty soon. I'll probably do that in between videos. I also need to at least try to clean up the dinosaurs at my base. They're just all over the place right now, so. Alright, well, we're going to pick this up. Make a saddle for the Giga. I'll probably do that off screen. I'll just bring you back when I'm ready to ride this guy, because I'm just going to do a dino wipe after I do this. So let's go ahead and see what this is, and then I'll... I got two bear traps to replace the two I used for the Giga, so that's cool. Alright, I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, got you made. Also want to... I need wood. Oh, crap. And I didn't fully clean out my inventory. I did a little bit, but not a lot. Alright, got this big guy. And I did do a dino wipe. Usually for Gigas, it's just best to just do the normal walk because their stamina drains so fast, so. We have a dodo down there. Oh, I'm gonna do about 1,000 damage. Nice. Let's see, can I get you through here? You're not too fat, no. Anything else over here? And we got ourselves a Spino. What level is said Spino? Level 55. Also have some beavers over here. We also have a baryonyx. Level is said baryonyx, also level 45. I killed an otter. That sucks. This guy does a lot of damage, so like I said, the only thing to level up is melee. And we also got the 30% imprinting buff on it too, so actually we got a pretty good amount of health on him, so that actually helps out. The only time it goes up a lot for Gigas is when they're imprinted, so it's a good thing I did get that 30% imprinting buff, so that helps out a lot. So let me just kind of show you how fast this sprinting just drops when you're sprint, or how quickly the stamina drops. All right, well, we're gonna have to clean this up. We got this guy. He'll help us out quite well. So we also got a yellow drop coming down, which I do want to check out. Of course, we do have a Therizina over here. And I'm hungry. All right, so hopefully in the next video I'll find some beauties. See what's in our yellow drop here. I don't want those. But yeah, if you guys happen to enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.